Hello there, this is Manix47. Today we're doing a DOW3 Cast, a pretty long one. I think I got this sent from the player F-card we saw over here. While we wait for it to load, we can see that it's a pretty mixed game. Mostly Space Marines as usual, they're a very popular race. We've also got an Orc and 2 Elder players. So it should be very interesting. But I wouldn't be angry if it's a lot of Space Marines either, all the drop pods are cool. So I'm just gonna pause the game here and we're gonna look at the players. Note this is gonna be pretty long because it's a 3v3, so I'm gonna add a little thing so you can skip it if you want. But for the people who do want to know all the races and stuff, I'm just gonna list them here. I tried doing it with a picture for an earlier video, but it was just too much to list, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Alright, like it's too much to edit on the picture, so this is faster. So for Atlas C, we can see he's bringing the Wraith Knight with the improved recall. That's the presence doctrine, so it needs to be on the field. And it's a pretty strong doctrine because it makes the Wraith units not consume any charges at all. Striking Scorpions with Vypers sting, so this guy probably doesn't want to use Banshees. Like Wraith Lords bring an improved webways. Pretty nice doctrine for Eldar, though it isn't very specialized. And now if we move on to the next player. Oh, but wants to go the other way. Well, I don't want to go the other way, so I'm gonna go this way. And here we got F-Cut himself. And he leads a little out of order here. We can see in the middle here we got Imperial Knight Solaria with Inferno missiles, of course. We also got Assault Terminators bringing the Frag Grenade Doctrine. So they're bypassing the Presence Doctrine. I don't know how good the Presence Doctrine is. I believe it's one that makes the Dreadnoughts able to charge, which I guess is kinda nice since they're not very mobile. And kills your more with diff from above, of course. Oh, but I think I forgot to mention the doctrines over here. So we can see we got Webway Holofield. So that's like 2 doctrines on the Webway, so often them really good. Got improved listening post, and we got the deployable energy shields from the Bone Sinkers. We can also see that F-Cut Spring and Fire on the move, improved Death Storms, and Thunderhawk redeployment. And we see 2 7-point elites here from Check Veneno, Frag Grenade again, and the Assault Leap. And Kill Team. Oh, almost forgot again. Tireless, Final Slam, and Fire on the move. So lots of tactical doctrines here, 3 of them. Now all the way down here we got the Orc. That's Kensei. And he's bringing Gorgonaut with the Tougher Boys doctrine. Very strong doctrine, but you need to go all the way to the late game to get it. Seb Noggin with the Tower Recall, which is pretty niche doctrines, but it can be useful for keeping your looters alive and such. Makes them able to teleport to the nearest war tower. We got Warpath Gorgots with Healing War, of course. We've seen that a lot. We're getting a meta here. Tons of bombs for the Shooter Boys. Rocket Barrage. It's pretty nice doctrine for just laying siege. I've faced that a lot lately. And also Bombs Quick Mine. This guy wants to build lots of Tank Busters. Tank Busters, they are kinda more spammable than other, I would say, anti-vehicle units because they have a lot of ways to put out damage that is normal damage, like to normal units, like with their Squick Bombs and also with their Rocket Barrage. So they can kinda be spammed. But still, it's not a very good damage, so you still wanna get regular units if you can. Now here over here in the middle we got Timaxum. He's bringing Terminators with Devastation, Venerable Dreadnought with Plasma Storm, and Jutland Armies with Rosarius. Invigorating Slam for the Dreadnought, which gives them a temporary shield. Increases their speed. Tireless again, and Tarantula Turret. So let's see what the players do. Guessing this turret is gonna get rushed. We often see that in 3v3s.
Preparing servitor for
So
deployment.
I think we're gonna move over to this side over here. We're gonna put it on F-Card because he sent the replay. Very nice boy. I very much appreciate people sending me replays because it doesn't seem like there are too many on the website that are not outdated. But still, I've got plenty of time to cast them.
Servitor deployed.
Over here we see very early the boys are coming down from Kensei. I was gonna send some bricks forward, but they don't really know what to do. Maybe they're gonna cap this point, yeah. I think it's a bit of a waste since you could like sketchy cabin with this. Maybe he tried to do that but messed it up. But they've got something else, so they're gonna build listening post right here. Here we see an aggressive web break gate from Atlas all the way down here. It's not an uncommon place, but if you want to build it here, you need to be able to defend it. Because you don't really have a fighting advantage like you would up at the point if you had a listening post. We see two Avengers moving up here to make sure it gets built. They're gonna benefit good from that webway. On the other hand, Lord Cherry here, he doesn't have a webway, so he's gonna be at a disadvantage. Though he does have a warrior portal, and I think something's coming out, probably some Dark Reapers. Indeed. So now it's tough for Atlas. He's gonna get knocked down by grenades, so these Avengers get trimmed. It's just barely one shot from the Dark Reaper kills him out. See a push here to the Space Marine players. It's a very strong position from the Orc, even if he's alone. Like both a war tower, listening post, and voice hotspot. He's even putting down their drop points. I think that's the right idea, because this is a very strong position. It's a lot of pressure. In 3v3s, when you fight Orcs, you have to keep in mind that you can't really play it like in 1v1, where if he builds a big base all clumped up together, you can just attack anywhere else on the map. You can't really do that in 3v3 because Orcs can just cover every single area on the map with their bases. But what you can do is you can go 2v1 or 3v1 against one base, and then it's not so strong anymore. So I think that makes Orc a very strong race for 3v3s. She needs to be able to coordinate against them, otherwise they can just make big fat base that is super easy to defend. Yeah, it looks like this is gonna go down real quick even if it's heavy armor. It's just too many tactical shooting up. And here we've got some engagements. Like we can see there's another 2v1 situation from Tamaxum and Lord Shadow here. Even so, Atlas is going pretty deep here. He's going to take down this Bone Singer. Get the most out of it he can. I would say he's doing pretty good as long as he's not being pushed up here. Even then, this is not developed, so he can easily just go back and hold at the shield gen. Now we see push onto this shield gen as well, but Grafton's keeping it up good. He's gonna try and do some paras here, but they already got up a listening post. These points down here, they're more exposed though. And if we look at the map, we can see there's no listening post at all from the top team. They might be relying a lot on this rush, so they need to get some value out of it, but they're gonna fall behind. You can see, I can't see any power generators at all. This could be really bad for them. This is a very strong position to take when you're being aggressive. Sometimes I see players, they rush through the middle here, they put down a barracks, like right at the beginning of the game, and then just all three of them go all in here. And the Elder's gonna capture that shield, but they're falling back, so he doesn't want to stay anyway. Oh wait, maybe he's just gonna try. But no, ties onto it. What's this over here? This Avenger's gonna catch these four. These tacticals help out, they outnumber them, but Dark Reaper's right here, he needs to respect that. Now the 2-point elites are ready to come down, so we're gonna see them flying down. Of course, the aggressive Space Marines here are bringing the kill teams. So probably gonna be another one here. If I were him, I would go into melee with these looters. Just gonna throw... Oh, they're gonna get tied up by the Grots. But they're like, no, we don't wanna fight with Grots, we wanna fight with looters. Very smart. Another war tower here, good for the defense. And he's built a dagger hut as well. Looters very good to hold against a 2v1 situation, because they can put out a lot of damage. And it's like AoE, so it stacks if they bluff. And these flamers are gonna take care of those legends. Now they just need to rush in there so they can hold it. They're gonna get flanked behind by heavy ballers. They need to take those out quick. Look at how quick the health of the kill team is up. Gonna knock them down with a grenade here. Maybe you can just keep it going. Yeah, it's like one grenade, next grenade. Makes tacticals pretty strong with frag grenade against weapons teams. Not exactly a counter, but kinda like a soft counter. Another weapons team here to help out. He's gonna reinforce at this Doctrine Chapel. Now it looks like the top team's gonna take this. Actually, just a moment. I think I'm gonna, since I mixed up the top and bottom teams a lot last time, I'm gonna name the top team Team FCAT, and then we can call the bottom team... who shall we name them after? Who has the coolest name? We're gonna call them Team Shadow. I know that sounds stupid. We're gonna call it Team Kensei. Give Shadow. A very low kill team here, still pushing in, but like that flame is very valuable. All this weapon team set up over here, and looks like the looters overextended a bit out of the bubble. You just keep be on top of your micros sometimes in DOW3, or your units will do stupid stuff like that. Very large blob of Avengers here, but they need to really watch out for these Dark Reapers. But it's just one squad, they can easily get tied up by these Dragon Scorpions. So the Dragon Scorpions are very low, they can't stay long, especially not with yet another Dark Reaper squad here. It's gonna get knocked down, grab a grenade, killing out the Scorpions. Still, this is a strong point, both reinforcements and listening post, and now a web brigade too. You can't push it too long, especially with the low damage from the Dire Avengers. Push continues over here on the shield generator. Now this heavy bolter's laying down fire, so if you wanna go in, you're gonna hurt for it. Nice use of grenades trying to knock back the enemy, but they were not quite there in time. Dogan, he's gonna scrap up. Every time he scrap, he gets a shield, and he can do it quite a lot of times. So he starts off pretty flimsy, easy to kill, but he can get a bit pretty tanky over time. That means that these looters, should have the tower recall ability now, since he's on the field. Strange, he does not have it. Let me just look at dogplay. So I do not like switching players like this. Sometimes the game crashes when I do that. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. So very paranoid. But I forgot to look. Which one is dog? There we have it. No, he's bringing tower recall. I guess it's an ability you have to use from the war tower itself, maybe? Or it just doesn't show in the replay. Oh, there it is. There it is, tower recall. Yeah, you can teleport them individually. Wouldn't be so good if you have to teleport all of them, because it might just be one looter that's in trouble, not the other ones. Looters can be hard to keep alive since they're slow and low health, so it's pretty good. This very nice combo over here. He's gonna throw down his standard, knock him down, jump him down, and he's giving them a speed buff and maybe a shield. They're gonna run around way so fast. Chip and Dummies wants to chase this because they're very low. I'm gonna stop him with a grenade though. So the push continues over here. Lots of low Avengers though. We might want to just keep pushing Dummies. He can tank it. Another kill team coming down. Oh, they're gonna respect that. Got a lot of help coming in here though. Where's Marker and Heavy Boulders, and got the Dire Avengers down here too, and Dark Reapers. Oh, that's nasty. And now you see the damage from the Dark Reapers. So he needs to run fast. They've got forward warp portal right here. Makes it very nice to have an elder player on your team that can just teleport forward a reinforcement point. It's very nice if you're a space marine. You can really only get reinforcements from buildings. And maybe listening posts if you have tip of the spear. Yet another push coming over here. Look on the map, we can see they're getting some power generators on the team FCAP. And looks like it's filling out good too for Team Kensei. Very bold assault marines going to tie up, but there's too many looters spread out very nicely, so they're just gonna get gunned down. It's probably not a good idea to push this position anymore, but since these looters are not so mobile and good at getting around the map, maybe you can harass them a bit better. But rather than harass, we got a huge army here that can push. This position does not look like it's gonna hold at all. They're fast, they might be able to kill the gens, like none of this has listening posts on them. Speaking of listening posts, we can see the listening posts put down very aggressively over here. Gives them a good position to keep assault in this shield generator. And it's not very fun for the bottom team, they have very little vision. This is horrifying for them. Now they lost the economy. You can see this, very little vision over here. Let's get back to FCAP. Good boy. You can see there's a little better vision for the Team FCAP, but not too good. This kill team's gonna get left behind a bit. We saw these Scorpions, lots of elite killings. But before that they managed to kill this triple point, so it's pretty good. These heavy bolts gonna keep bulking down high ground, so they might be able to just barely see. Yeah, they can just barely see the shield generator here. Looks like he wants to push in with 6 marines, maybe just to ensure they get vision, no matter what. So these heavy bowlers, they're gonna be like, we got way more firepower than you do. So now you go away. And also you attack marines, we do not want you here. These troops gonna go down. Now we see Otakaya on the field. He's very deftly stormed. He's gonna catch one squad right here, and you can see the storms alone do very great damage, but not only that, he can suck them in if he wants. Or plasma grenades on them.
We are in danger of losing a resource point.
Let's just look at the economy. 68 power. We can see here, well, it's minus 18. We gotta keep in mind the upkeep. They're like 68, or 60 and 550. And then we go to the other team. You can see that there's only 14 power and only 300 reg. They're really behind on Team Kensei. They've got a lot of deftly elites and looters, but these looters are a little too close in combat for their own comfort. They need to use their tower recall to get the fuck out. It looks like it's on cooldown. That's not very good for them. Or can Westmarker clean up these tacticals? Oh, looks like Kaya's gonna do it. Goodbye. For the Emperor. So, they know this is tough to take, so they're just gonna siege it with snipers. I would rather use snipers against their weapons teams though, because this thing can heal up, then you've got no value. Yeah, I guess it's the right choice to jump right here, but you're gonna run out of jumps and they're spread out. So you use your next one to get away. Or you're going all in there. I think they can shoot inside their own bubble though. Dogs putting down a wall, so they're gonna be hurting hard with these looters and these tank busters talked about. Goodbye.
Tactical Marines readying for drop.
I'm surprised these Avengers had vision on the Dark Reapers up here. I mean, this on high ground. You can see they're kind of popping out of sight. It's only when they shoot they get seen. Kaya's gonna try and catch them, but they just barely miss. The Avengers, they're very easy to kite with, especially since they're both fast, like the Banshees are, but they're also ranged, so and they have a little longer range than I think tacticals and shooters have. Now we just see raw firepower trading out, 1 versus 3. These snipers are way too close. They're gonna get cleaned up good. Now some striking scorpions are back in the field for Atlas. I don't think that went too long. But can they push this? They're gonna go for Kaya, but I think it's a big concern with the Reapers as well. He's stacking them very nicely. 1, 2, 3. He does not want to fight this, and he's gonna lose a squad for free. Still, he wants to fight Kaya because he's pretty low. They're low themselves, and they're getting hurt. Can the Avengers finish the job? Nice knockback. Looks like they're gonna save the Scorpions, but I don't think they can kill Kaya. Just barely. Still, he's vulnerable. He needs to pull back now. He might get snatched by a fallen drop pod or something. We see the retreat going the other way. Low heavy boldness. Not quite sure it's very good to do this aggression. I understand they really want to kill the shield generator and win the game, but if you're giving away this many resources, I don't think it's worth it. Might want to go for some lower priority targets. A very bold kill team down here. They're gonna try and hit this Orc Club that's defending from the back line. Gorgot's gonna tie them up real quick, and now comes the firepower. Now we see the rocket barrage in action. It's gonna hurt the assault marines. Oh, double war. Is that really necessary? I don't think they snag. No, they don't. It would be very up. We can see the Skeleton Sovereigns, the healing up at the HQ right here. Oh, a drop pod's going down here. Yeah, maybe they will try to push this listening post instead, but there's so much weapon team spam from the team Kensei, so I think that maybe the... what do we call them? We have Team FCAT, they should not try and assault so much directly into them. They should like use snipers to siege them, I think. So I think they're getting all the fights they want, even though they are behind in economy. We can see this position is gonna get overwhelmed now for the Orc. He's been able to slowly amass a very nice army over time. See some early last cannons on the field from FCAT here, but not yet any heavy armor to worry about. But it's good to be prepared. It's pretty late in the game. Anytime now, Death Storms be falling. Heavy armor coming in. Yeah, here we see a Falcon example. He's got the shield bubble doctrine. Makes Falcons very useful for combat. But it's only for a short duration, then you need to watch out. There's no AP from Atlas here, so it's gonna get a very good fight, and that's crazy blood damage from the Falcon. Don't take that lightly, look how much blood. Oh, that's what's dropping. Tank Bus is gonna break the shield fast because of the armor piercing damage. It's true damage from Red Boy's Hypnogon as well. Now if Kot's got something heavy. It's Assault Terminators. Maybe his friends got some too. Indeed he does, but will he get the Venerable Dreadnought instead maybe? Maybe let's just run the double slam, extra hard hitting. Falcon gonna harass this point, it's completely exposed, so even a Falcon can take care of it. Otherwise the damage is not too good against generators, cause it's AoE damage. Elites will pretty much shrug it off as well. Yeah, we see the big orc army, so this side is gonna be left pretty exposed. Still, these looters wants to stick around and defend, and so does Gorgots. He can hold up the bubble real good. So not a super aggressive push from the orc. And here comes the Squakes. They're gonna make sure that at this point it stays clean. So since there's downtime, let's look at the economy. At 140 power and 500 for Team FCAT. And 400 brick, a little less, not 350 more, and 70 power, so they're still behind. Very much so, but they're just winning a lot of good fights, and they're gonna siege this shield generator. If they kill that, they can get some resources to stay in the game. Get some faster elites, make a difference. See Land Speeder on the field from FCAT, but on its own, like, at this point, it's not gonna do a whole lot, and it's very heavily defended lines back here, lots of listening posts. So. Same goes up here, they're quite affordable. And it's gonna be mismicroed into a huge blob of tank busters, but it can be hard to spot that in time. Got very good burst damage, and when there's so many of them. Just wanna hit this with a whirlwind out of Vypers. It's all very low health stuff. But it looks like Team FCAT is a little at loss what to do. Just as I say that, they're going all in. Lots of assault marines, heavy slam. We want this thing dead, and we want it dead now. Just the orcs moved up over here. The response is just not there. Come on, send one assault marine to kill this, please. They're gonna keep going. They want this turret as well, and I think they can just barely make it. But holy shit, the army's coming in. Where are the tank busters? Did they die? Oh, they're all the way up here. That's not very good for him. I'm gonna say goodbye to the skill team though. You can see power swords been researched for the assault marines. Very strong for backdoors. You can win games with that if you're playing against an unattentive player. Kill team. This Terminator's in pretty deep. Kill team's gonna come in to help. They're gonna get tired by Gorgots. That looters on the field gonna clean them up fast. Goodbye. So the Team Kensei managed to defend. Looks like Team FCAT got a little greedy there. Speaking of greed, Atlas gotten his Wraith Knight now. Wonder if he skipped an elite for that. Indeed he skipped his Wraith Lord. I don't understand why get the Wraith Lord if you're gonna go for the Wraith Knight. I guess it's good to have options, but I think it's a waste. So you might as well get another Wraith Knight if you're gonna go for one that fast. Though I guess there's a psychological effect, like they know there might be a Wraith Lord coming, so they might not punish him as much, but if they know that he's going for 2 9-pointers, they might think, okay, we can kill this guy. Still, it's just one guy on the team, it's not gonna be enough for them to be so aggressive. Maybe if all 3 of them did it. Very big blob over here in the bubble, but they're safe because of it. It's the build-up of Vypers and Land Speeders. So if they can get in the back line, it might be good, but still, Shuttle Spectres are very good for countering them. And these Falcons can support them good, if not with their damage, with their reinforcements. Let's just keep a status on the economy. We can see 170 power, so it keeps building, and 550, not quite as much building.
Whirlwind artillery battery deployed.
Only 90 power, but it's better than the 70 they had before, and 550, so they're catching up in requisition. Just a little careful harass from Czech Veneno here. Yeah, the thing I find on this map a lot is that it's very easy to get a stalemate like this, where both teams are just sitting on each their side of this big wall in the middle, especially if they don't open up the gate. Well, now we got those whirlwinds I was asking for on the field, and it's gonna hurt hard, especially since Solaria's on the field, bringing the Inferno Barrage. Goodbye. And that's the danger of spamming weapons teams. It's gonna get cleaned up, especially against Solaria, because Solaria will clean anything up, but especially low health stuff. Yeah, she's on the field down here, and she's got her good friend the Ref Knight here to help her out. So she's not gonna be so easy to catch. So, like, it's been pretty good defending for the Team Kensei here, but now they're getting sieged, it's not gonna work anymore, I think. So they need to be aggressive, or it's gonna be GG. But we got a long game ahead of us, this one should be pretty long. So I'm gonna have to save my voice, I should have brought a glass of water. But I will endure. Here comes the whirlwinds. And they're just gonna bomb this point. I don't think they have vision on a whole lot. So let's go back to good old FCAT here. Yeah, he's the one bringing the whirlwinds. I'm gonna have to think of a different title for this one. I can call this one Firestorm too, even if they do a big difference. I think one thing that stood out is the defense from the Team Kensei. I can focus on that. Lots of lobbing on these Devastators, and that they're gonna get cleaned up by the Scrap Blast. Golden might survive, but probably not. I wonder if Czech Veneno, he's got upgrades for his stuff, like the health upgrades. Yeah, he's gotten infantry health too, but less cannons that just not tanky enough to take that. You can see that I'm gonna try and kill the Wraith Knight buff with these Shadow Spectres pushing in boldly in this orbital, but it's backing off very carefully. Nice play, using the reverse, so it can keep shooting as it walks away. Now Solaria is gonna back it up. Very fragile army moving in here, but they can backdoor good if they can get away with it. They need to watch out. Using the shields to just barely survive Solaria's barrage. Micro Scorpions here. And now the Force of Vypers has been good. What they wanna do? They can very much do a lot now. But they need to watch out for those tank busters here. We're scared for them for a moment, but they're shooting the door in the middle. Critical battle here. Solaria needs to back off. But she's gonna try and put out damage. These Shadow Spectres, they can just micro away from it. Move behind Solaria. Now we see Wasmager's Scrap coming in, stunning her. She's very low, she needs to get out of here now. The Rift Knight is gonna help out. Nicholas' force got cleaned up right here. Guy's going all in. Might not be able to put out the damage needed, but he's gonna provide vision. And now they know where the whirlwinds are. This can be really nasty if the Space Marine got anything. Everything's coming in to kill Kaya now, and that's the right choice. But before that, a lot of whirlwinds go down here, and I'm not sure what killed them. I think it was Kaya's blast, and I think that's the right choice, because he was not gonna be able to kill Solaria, so might as well take some whirlwinds with him. I think there's no need to spam so many whirlwinds, because just the two of them will do a hell of a good job. But I guess it's good to, in case some of them die. Problem is just when they blob like that, it's easy to just lose all of them. Looks like Lord Shadow, he's bypassing his swap spiders for a Wraith Knight. Still, it's 2 elite points away. Wonder why they are so far behind. I guess because the team, what they call FCAT, Team FCAT, they've killed this already, so they get an elite point a little faster. Maybe they also got up their generator up here faster. There was a lot of pressure down here, so that might be why. Now back to FCAT.
completed an
But
upgrade.
before that, let's look at the economy. 100 power, slowly climbing, and 500 regs. Right? It's very much a stalemate economy-wise, it looks. And we can see 550 and 170 here, yeah. Here comes the big force of Vypers, but they wanna respect these tank busters. They're not the right thing for this engagement at all. They need to find a small gap to get through. Maybe back here, but it's dangerous.
Servitor deployed.
It's a very narrow map, I think.
Whirlwind artillery battery en route.
Let's have a look at the points, how they upgrade. You can see one upgrade here only,
En route.
and this one's only getting one now. This one's been fully upgraded, which I guess is the right choice since it's triple point, and it's also just good to focus on one point since the upgrades they stack. This one's been fully upgraded too. This one's only on one. They're just gonna catch this build up, I think.
Battery deployed. Las cannon team
You can see
deployed.
fully upgraded point right here. Yeah. Here comes the push. This is gonna go down fast.
Preparing tactical.
I'll probably say on this map maybe it's not so good to try and get behind the enemy lines. No, not when they are all defending this much, but more use the Vypers just to be able to rotate very quickly. So the enemy is always outnumbered. We've used them as backline support while other units take the front.
Tactical marine squad deployed.
Oh, let's see if we can shoot them. That's so fucking sneaky, I don't think they could even see that. But just got it all and blew up the gate too. It's crazy. These Vypers, they can't go in, there's too many tank busters. But these Death Storms, they're gonna put pressure on them. If the Vypers can go in now, no, there's also less commands, it's just so much armor piercing. It might just be better to just go for infantry spam from the cheap F card. But it's hard to say, I can't quite look at all the army compositions. This weird boy, he's keeping up his shields real good.
Thou cast the holy standard.
Then we see a backdoor coming, very nice. One dreadnought, two dreadnoughts, what's the last thing here? And oh yeah, assault terminators. This Shilchin is dead. So lots of damage coming from these tank busters here. But they're gonna get it. Question is if they can get more than that. They're gonna die for this, so it's a lot of value to give up. But given just how much stalemate there's in this battle, I think it's worth it. Because I don't think they're gonna be pushing back. Oh, but they're gonna keep going. Looks like orbital coming down. And it's from F-Cut. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to objectives though, and Weird Boy's just gonna capture it, so a bit of a waste, really. But I mean, he's got all his elites deployed now, so it's no point not using them. Like, you wanna get something out of it still. But this threat is in pretty deep. I wish you could use of the Vypers. They've often pull him back. But damn, they need to respect this mass. Use this Rift Knight jumping in like a badass, killing two of them. Well, can I get these generators? It's gonna be good as well. So I really think I wanna look at the economy on the other team now. Only 100 power and 400 rank. I'm gonna keep my voice clear for this, otherwise I'm gonna turn into complete gibberish at the end. The well-worn bombardment keep coming, looks like it's payback. No, it's still F-Cut going at it strong. So this is just some minor skirmishes, most of the armies are back here as we can see.
The enemy has engaged our forces. Resources owned by our alliance.
Dog hasn't really adapted to the
Has been lost.
full-on vehicle building, I think. But the other cans are coming now. Because they're desperate. But I wonder if he should have waited for the next escalation phase, but the scrap power is gonna get bigger in a moment. Yeah, now it's escalation phase 4. That means more scrap. Let's see if it pops down right now. No, I think it's gonna come slowly, so it's gonna be that cool. Lots of Brave Knights fighting over here. Look at just the damage from the Vypers here. Luckily the Shadow Spectres are there to back it up. Gotta respect that. Overall, very deftly armored armies that counter each other very well. Looks like the Vypers gonna win out here. Lots of damage. Yeah, the Wave Knight's getting focused, so they're not dying. Now down goes Falcon. So they're gonna get cleaned up. It's true damage from the Vypers, so they're good against both.
Whirlwind artillery battery deployed.
The Orcs are massing an army here. They've got a trump card. Now Gorgonauts on the field. It's got one hell of a fist. You need to watch out for it. But it's much slower than the fist from Beauty, so it's easier to dodge. Oh, these Vipers, they need to go all in and kill this thing. Come on, let's go. Go, 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 go. Well, the Brave Knight went down here. I think that's Atlas's.
A new drop pod bay is online. Whirlwind artillery battery en route.
Indeed, his Brave Knight is down, so he lost something from this, and he doesn't get the other one. That's shameful. This one should just jump to get out. Well, while you're repairing it, get back to the HQ. It's gonna heal super fast. And like use the warrior portal to teleport back. This is just silly. Like that's one of the strong thing about Brave Knights is they can just teleport back and heal. It goes so fast. They don't have a lot of health, so they need to use their jumps a lot just to get away. They're not far aggressive. It's just too risky, because they can get nuked real fast by drop pods and stuff. We see incredible damage from the killer cans here, even from Talaria. Trim's almost half her health. Yeah, now we're well past half. They're gonna stand in the firing line, taking lots of damage. Now come the Whirlwinds, the Vypers, lots of burst damage, yeah. They're getting 2v1, completely devastated. Got the grind here. But yeah, I think the team can say they're pretty low on army now, so they just need to chill. Even the Orc got cleaned up. I think they're in trouble. Point's gonna go down again. It's only the power generator that really matters at this point. The lead points are not so important this late in the game. And the Wraith Knight's on the field with the very nice rune skin. He's gonna use his shield here to get away, but if he doesn't walk through it. If he had walked through it, he would have gotten a damage boost. And so does other units too, but enemies, I think they get slowed or just outright blocked by it. A very good work with the Vypers, destroying the economy here.
Resource point captured.
Yeah, they're staying low. But yeah, they're a little higher on Team F card. But overall they're not getting their economy up either. Guess need to take some of the enemy's points. Maybe get this one up and going. Need another backdoor down here. I guess given how they're structured to take ground, backdoors are not a bad idea at all. They're gonna get stunned up. Tank Buster says it then, so kill cans. Here we see the big rocket fist from the Gorgonaut. Yeah, it's called rocket fist. I think it should be called meteor fist or something, but it's very stronger than what Beauty has. I wonder if Beauty is also called rocket fist, I'm not sure.
Dark Reapers at your command.
Bombardment, just keep going.
Summoning a Viper jet bike.
So it looks like a desperate push is coming over here. Dog, but I don't know where this Wraith Knight wants to go. Maybe just to hold its position over here.
Dark Reapers answer the call. Take your place, Viper. A listening shrine is now active. A listening shrine awaits its work.
Let's just have a look at the army compositions. We can see lots of Dark Reapers and Vypers just from Atlas here. And lots of weapons teams and whirlwinds from F-Card here. And just an assault marine from Jack Veneno here. Looks like he's the one working on the back doors, so... Yeah, the assault marines dreadnoughts, so... Very defensive and siege focused army. Well, also the Vypers, they're more mobility, I guess. Let's look at the other team. We can see lots of looters, tank busters, and a few killer cars here. And just whirlwinds from Timex trying to shoot back at him. And Shadow Spectres and Falcons. So overall, not a whole lot of tier 3 as transitioning, I would say. Not a lot of Predators, not a lot of Fire Prisms, big tracks. Like they are very much playing this like tier 2. I wonder if tier 3 stuff would be the answer to this. Like these tank busters, they're good for dealing with the Vypers, but not so much when they get hit by the bombardments.
Light enemy force met. Southwest of your position.
This Red Knight's gonna go down. Went in way too deep. Now we see a very good use of the jump to get away, but he's gotta keep going. This is an incredible spam of Vipers right here. It can be very scary when there's so many of them. When it's just one, it's not so scary. I'm gonna see Whirlwind against Whirlwinds, maybe. Yeah. Boom, boom. What about you? Are you gonna get hit? Did I shoot then? Alright. Who's gonna hit who? Well, what's that over there? That's not hitting anything. So yeah, all of Timex Whirlwind's gonna get raped. And FCAT's even gonna make sure to get his out of there, leaving just behind this lone Devastator Marine. Now Jack Veneno's all ready for another push. I feel like Team Kensei is losing the initiative, just holding the line, while slowly Team FCAT is running away with them. Wonder if Kensei wants to do a push, he just knows that he's coming. I'm gonna hit this button fast though, because it's super low. I think it's just gonna get shot.
Initiating shockwave.
It's just barely interrupting the Venerable Dreadnought here, preventing it from killing the turret. It's amazing it's not dead yet. Now they lost all their range damage. Here comes the rockets. Can they stop it? Oh shit, there's Terminators here. They stop them too. Very nice defense right here. But just one shot. Can they stop it? They stop it indeed, but like... They just need to fart on it. All these whirlwinds here. Poor bastards. These Vipers look like a pretty good answer to these elites, even though there's a lot of damage, range damage here. I don't quite think they can take the Wraith Knight. Maybe they can, it's getting low already. Yeah, they're just gonna dodge the abilities, so it's actually a pretty good counter right now. It needs support, it's gonna go down. Here comes the Shadow Spectres to help out, but it's too late. But they might be able to get this point here. This is their own point, they need that. Backdoors continue down here, he just wants it dead, but very good spread on the looters, even taking the high ground over here. We don't see this position used very much. We're even gonna try and use the orbital, but it gets captured there. Kensei's on top of his stuff. I really don't think these Falcons are working too good. Only good as a backup of these Spectres, I guess. I wonder if Wraith Guard would be good, just for the extra armor piercing damage against these Vipers. I mean, they don't cost a lot of wreck. You gotta be sitting on a lot of power, right? I guess not.
The turret is under fire.
So overall, like, it looks like a lot of players going in and just keep fighting as long as they can. Like just one Wraith Knight fighting alone here, that's pretty... just these low troops. They're not quite going back and healing up a lot and then launching pin attacks. We can looks like one player has just got tired of it, so he's quit. Yeah, now huge bombardment on this orc base here. This Dreadnought going in is gonna do good damage, kill the building. They have to walk away. But they're still getting reinforcements from the Gorkanaut. Down 2 goes this Dreadnought. Looks like the Orc wants to make a push now, so does Kaya and the Shadow Spectres. They call these whirlwinds, and luckily the hot dog redeployment is going to save them. Where will they reappear? Looks like just these services are gonna launch an attack. I'm not sure what the point is. Gork gets caught out by the Vypers.
Point captured.
So very big battles going on, but maybe a little stale.
Foe has destroyed a requisition generator.
Overall, it's a lot of walking back and forth here, but I don't see a whole lot of ground getting gained. Though Team FK, they have taken this position right here. Also this one right here, so it's very much so Kensei's team needs to do something that they're gonna follow up. They need to be aggressive, they need to backdoor. They need to catch enemy players 2v1 or something, get the good fights, hit an elite combo or something. Then just get that economy going. Still only sitting on 100 power and about 400 reg. Like, oh, the power's making the difference. That's how they can afford all these Vypers. I guess it's not really so much a matter of finding the right counter, more of a matter of economy showing at this point. And Atlas just playing it careful. He could have gone for fire prisms as well to siege with. That might have worked too, but if this works, there's no need even to complain. They are very fast, so they might be easier to keep alive than fire prisms. So they have the same problems as whirlwinds and big tracks do.
Unlocking Rangers. Dark Reapers answer the call.
Looks like Jackie's just continuing the trying to get the... I guess he's trying to backdoor the power core at this point, because he's already killed the turret. Here comes the big army. Team F got seeing it, but do they want to commit? They should when they're down here. Maybe they will go for that trade. Or they will play it careful. They've got the Vypers, so I don't think there's any need to trade. They can just fly back here fast to help defend. Finally we're seeing Predators on the field. Yeah, for now this is a decent fight for Team Kensei, but it's gonna change fast. They're coming to help. Oh wait, they're not. They're actually gonna go in down here. Very bold assault terminators tanking against the Shadow Spectres. Barton's not really doing a whole lot. There's no troops here. At least they're burning the listening post. Even the Wraith Knight's blast is only killing it slowly. Really just want some Banshees or Assault Marines for that. But it's good enough because there's just so much damage. The Predators are rolling in. They want to win this. But they're gonna be met by a huge army of orcs, lots of firepower. And these two, this Dreadnought and this Landspeed are gonna get caught up by Vypers. But they managed to hit the economy first. Very much dead at this point. So what is Team Kensei gonna do? You got something last in you. This is one hell of an army. I can hit stuff good. Like there's so many whirlwinds and Vypers. this army, so it's not like they're super good for the direct engagement.
Take your place, Viper.
We should really just check the inner brain the whirlwinds. I think all these tank busters and killer cans, they're pretty good for direct fight. They got long range, so they can fight these weapon teams good. You just need to watch out for those bombardments. So it's probably right, he walks up, he walks back.
Ranger has a webway gate is
Maybe we should get some death copters to try and kill these whirlwinds. But it's pretty risky because of the Vypers countering them. It's definitely a tough choice.
Viper Jetpack answers the call. The enemy sends a large force to attack.
Now they're just bombing empty ground.
Enemy scouts spotted.
Not quite sure the Shadow Spectres can fight here with both the elite, the Dark Reapers and all the Vipers, of course. Atlas not even afraid anymore, jumping in with the Wraith Knight. Just wants to kill them. I think Lord Shadow is very much at a loss what to do. He's just outnumbered at this point. He can only retreat from this fight or fall down in battle. I think backdoor is pretty much the only choice for Team Kensei now, but I think they're gonna go down soon. Looks like they want to kill the turret over here. I mean, if they're defending this, I guess it's good, but they're over here right now. Atlas should really use his Eldritch Storm with the conduit. It's perfect for this push here. Very big aggression from the Red Cloth here.
The enemy is building a Wraith Knight has fallen.
I'm just trying to get some map control. Not my most important point to get though, but you might not dare to go deep.
Our elite are tasting defeat.
They're running out of time here. Pretty nice to manage to regain this point though, and they're still holding this. So they're really not that far behind at all. It's just this power generator that Team FK's got an advantage. Maybe it's not quite over yet.
The enemy is building on the field. Take your place.
Actually tanked this whirlwind barrage pretty good, but the Predator shouldn't be in the fire. These Rangers, they're providing very good vision for the
Southwest of
whirlwinds.
your position.
Where they at right now? Oh, looks like they redeploy back here just to be safe.
Is in peril. The webway gate is lost to us.
Looks like Terminator's on cleanup duty. Probably a good idea because they're hiding in our little webway gate over here. And Predators are rolling in. Pretty lonely though. Can easily meet a huge orc blob. Especially the killer cans, they can shoot them from afar. So I think they're pretty exposed here. Now we see Dreadnought versus Venerable. But that's not gonna matter when you got Vypers supporting. So it's gonna get off some last shots before going down because of Dominic's doctrine, keeping it alive.
A point owned by our alliance is in danger.
Light enemy force engaged.
Resources owned
The
by our
vehicle
alliance
has met
are
its
in danger.
end.
Overall, I don't think we see a whole lot of tanky units from the players. Like, we see a few Dreadnoughts and Predators from Jack, but otherwise it's very much like little killer cans, tank busters, weapon teams, Dark Reapers, Vipers, Whirlwinds. And I think that's why we got so much, let's say, the players slowly grinding away at each other, because their units are just so low and untanky.
Force engaged.
They get raped.
South of your position. The listening shrine is
And trying to outboom each other with this stuff.
Our common foe threatens a
Oh damn it, he's got the fight he does not want. An army of Vipers. We can easily fight them.
We call a bone singer to us.
They just barely managed to hold this point. Even got 2 servitors here ready to repair. They need to keep going, keep getting this and this. Don't be too focused on the back doors. There's only so much room on this map, you need to make use of all of it. Here we see a little duel between Solaria and Wraith Knight.
A bone singer ready to
These
serve
two dreadnoughts, they're gonna get spotted by
Listening
Kensei.
shrine is in peril.
Wraith Knight needs to watch out, the whirlwinds are coming in. But there's also a sneaky dreadnought down here, does it see? Yeah, I think they see each other, so maybe you should just go all in.
The Eldritch Storm.
Maybe he just wanna keep walking through the back door. But he's gonna... the Vipers are ready to defend.
Light enemy force engaged. South of your position.
Maybe it would be good if the Team Kensei, they like gathered up and fought as one big army, so that the Vipers would not be as effective in the direct engagement. But it's dangerous because of the whirlwinds. And they would also like need to leave a few tank busters and las cannons and such around to defend the points. Otherwise the Vipers would just get map control for free. There's really no good options at this point, I think. There's minor skirmishes going on right now. This is more interesting though, a full-on spearhead push by the Orc. They are on wall. Oh yeah, just keep going, you can catch the whirlwinds. They're gonna destroy this ship generator. Overall I feel like Team F had that taken too long into the game, and now they're actually starting to get back into it. Whirlwinds tried to hit, but they already moved. Now there comes an incredible barrage of tank busters. Completely erases this. But also the killer guns did a lot of work, I think. He keeps trying to catch them, but they're gonna miss. Just have a look at the economy. 170, 500. 500 and 172, so they actually... No wait, I think we're looking at the same team here. I only got 80, but I can't say he's slow then. They're a little behind still. But it's only a little. I think they've regained too much map control. Like I wonder if Team FCAT, even though they've been doing good for a long time, are they able to hold it at this point? Because it might be hard to hold ground with whirlwinds and Vypers. Wondering what to do about these whirlwinds. At this point in the game they're very deadly, so you really gotta be careful you don't get your blob hit. I guess you could just send a few troops in to stand at the points maybe, then it's not too big of a risk even if they bombard the living shit out of it. That would be easier to hold ground that way probably. Looks like a kill team down here trying to do a backdoor attempt, but they're already getting spotted by these squads. Everything just comes in a panic. Overall, I'm not seeing a whole lot of initiative here, so I'm gonna speed it up a little. Okay. It's very, very late Death Storm. What's the point of that? Well, like, I think the Orc player, Kensei, he's key to if they want to win the game. Now we see fire prisms in the field finally. Completely destroyed these last ones. All the killer cans, all the squigs, all the tank busters going in. Goodbye Solari and goodbye whirlwinds. Goodbye, weapons teams. Here comes the bombardment, but they're not gonna hit them, I think. Or there's some very big knockback from Solaria. Maybe they'll get something at phone. Oh no, they won't. They actually take this point. So now I'm wondering a lot about the economy for Team FCAT. All the way down to 119 power rig and only 330. Now they're in bad spot. I don't think they can take this fight. Fire Prism's coming in, crazy AP damage. And the Venerable Dreadnought here. I think Rift Knight can't really fight this. Now the scouts are coming in, they got stun grenades, watch out. And scouts are really good in the late game for this stuff. I think Timax might be a computer. And that might also be given an economic advantage to Team Kensei. So even though they've been behind. Because the computer's getting extra money, they're doing a little better maybe. So I don't really think players would be microing scouts into places like that. It just seems weird at this point in the game. So this computer is putting on a lot of pressure. That's also why these troops are a little isolated here. That's fine, they're keeping them busy while Kensei moves in. He's gonna bump the power core, they need to hit the button too. Just look at that. You need to click the button, click the button, click the button, click the button. Oh. Now everything needs to go to Finn, because that's super low. That's the danger of just having a stalemate for a long time. The armies are gonna get too huge. It's gonna leave the objectives really vulnerable. So that's why migration is a good idea, especially if you're the one ahead. You don't want the enemy to be able to get lucky. Or these killer cans are gonna get caught in a block. So I was discrediting these Vypers before, but it worked out I think. With the whirlwinds help too. Meanwhile we got a backdoor down here, right at the same time, that's crazy. But still this one is the one to go down. So Team Kensei is gonna take the victory. A very tight spot suddenly. Overall I think this game was a bit of a long drag. Like I feel like there wasn't anything very clear happening at the middle game, which just they kill stuff, and not a whole lot of changing up the army compositions and such. But it was probably pretty fun for the players to play. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put up this replay. I guess I will put it up because FCAT requested it. I'm sure some people will enjoy the spectacle, but I don't think this was the most interesting game to cast. Because it was a bit too grindy for my taste. But still there were some interesting things to see, so I hope you all have an enjoyable time. Banana Man out.